स्वागत है आप सभी का स्टडी से आईएएस में। हम लोग आज मेंस क्वेश्चन के ऊपर डिस्कस करने वाले हैं जो कि ज्योग्राफी से रिलेटेड है। तो चलिए शुरू करते हैं। सो द क्वेश्चन इज व्हाट इज क्लाउड बर्स्ट। डिस्कस द एसेंशियल कंडीशंस दैट कैन ट्रिगर ए क्लाउड बर्स्ट, व्हाट एडवर्स इम्पैक्ट इट कैन हैव ऑन लैंड फॉर्म्स एंड मैन मेड स्ट्रक्चर्स, एक्सप्लेन। तो सीरियली हम लोग पहले डेफिनेशन लिखेंगे, उसके बाद फेवरेबल कंडीशंस लिखेंगे एंड इन द एंड इम्पैक्ट्स उसके क्या क्या हो सकते हैं उसको हम मेंशन करेंगे। So starting with the definition part, cloudburst is a phenomenon in which extreme amount of precipitation takes place within a short span of time, that is usually a few minutes. But the amount of rainfall that will take place is capable of causing flood-like situations in that particular area. Sometimes the rainfall happens with hailstorms and thunderstorm, generally occur in the areas of hilly regions. According to IMD, a rainfall of around 100 millimeter per hour is considered to be the cloudburst. Now this is the definition. You have to mention this like definition in like 3 to 4 points that I have already told you. Okay. So next, coming to the favorable conditions. Now you can see this is the image of a cloud burst. I have put here. So this is how it is happening, like a funnel like shape, like the water around here is taken up by the hot air currents and formation of clouds, and after that it will condense, and when it gets heavier it will fall in one stretch in a very short span of time. This is how the mechanism is happening. So let's go to the favorable conditions. So the first condition is extremely hot air currents. So let's explain it. The upward movement of air currents restricts the incoming rainfall of already drenched clouds due to continuous upward movement of air with a lot of moisture. Just a second. Okay. Yeah. Due to the continuous upward movement of air with a lot of moisture, it increases the large volume of water in the clouds, leads to combination of large and smaller droplets and a lot of impurities. In the end, what happens is when the hot air current becomes weak, the cloud burst, and the whole water comes down in a single stretch, causing havoc like situations. So these are the points for extreme means the first condition. So you can mention these 3 4 points. After that, the second favorable condition which triggers the cloud burst is the slope of the mountains. As you know, the convectional rainfall that happens, it is similar like that. So for the slopes of the mountains, it plays an important role in forcefully rising the warm air current through its slope, causing rapid condensation and forms cumulonimbus clouds. And after that, it will get heavier. The warm air current will be restricted after some time because it will get weak. So that's why after that the rain will come down in a single stretch. Now moving to the impact that will have due to the cloud burst. Now you can see here I have just put a like diagram like structure to understand how this is happening, the orographic lifting and the cloud burst. First, in the first stage, the moist air encounters a mountain or hill, and it is forced to rise through the slopes of the mountains. Rising air cools and condense and clouds develops. This is near the region of the clouds where the condensation takes place. After that, violent upward flow of air prevents the condensation raindrops from falling to the ground. After this, in the fourth stage, what will happen is the lack of upward, because after some time the hot air currents will become weak, and the lack of upward air prevents dissipation of moisture. And in the fifth part, whole of the water that are stored falls at one time, and in the sixth time it will move toward the slopes of the mountain, causing flood like situations in the downward areas. Now coming to its impacts on human, it will have a loss of life, loss of house property leads to migration of people, loss of roads, railway networks, communication systems, and etc. On environment, it will have land erosion, deforestation, and which will leads to the temperature rise in that particular area, and loss of landform as well. And due to floods, animals will get displaced. Definitely some of them will lose their life also. So these are the things which I have discussed, and better if you put this diagram, so that it will be very easy to have an idea of how the mechanism is happening. So that's all regarding the cloud burst. You have to write it within 150 words. Thank you for watching the video.